Hello gracious ones, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you. And if you have not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for, really. You know, just click the subscribe button and join this wonderful and gracious family. In today's video, I just want to let you know why I chose to do a two years program, master's program instead of a 1 year master's program, and what I honestly believe you should do. My suggestions, personal ideas, of course, but I'm sure it will be something you can relate with. Without wasting much time, let's go right into it. So, 2 years master's program or 1 year master's program? Which one should I choose? Well, I chose the 2 years master's program for 4 reasons. 4 good reasons I'm going to share with you at the moment. Number 1 is that the 2 year master's program comes with what we call the advanced practice option, which allows you to have like internship and placement opportunities with companies and organizations, possibly to practice what you've just studied in school. So it comes after the 1 year of full coursework, which everybody does, and then after the full coursework, after the 1 year of coursework, you don't have extra months to do your advanced practice before your project. Now, this gives you UK working experience. Guys, you don't need to joke with UK working experience. It's very, very essential, especially for international students. So imagine as an international student, you are a UK person, a British citizen, both finished from the same master's degree program. You bring your CV, he or she brings her CV. This is a British citizen, you are an international student. He or she doesn't have work experience. You don't have work experience. I need to pick one person. Who do you think they will pick? They'll pick the British citizen, of course. It's quite logical. Some of us international students will come in and start looking for certificate of sponsorship. They have to do so many paperwork for us. But if the same scenario plays out and you as an international student has that work experience which you gathered during your advanced practice period, then you have an advantage. So for me, that's one reason. Number 1, that advanced practice option, the ability to do that. And the good thing again about this advanced practice option I'm talking about is not just the experience you gather. Some placement opportunities give you the opportunity to also make some money. There are placement opportunities that you earn while also learning. Of course, some do not pay. But for those who do not pay, trust me, you're making relevant connections that you cannot tell where they will lead you to. You don't know where they will lead you to tomorrow. That networking, those connections, don't joke with it. I was speaking to a friend, a secondary school classmate, a couple of weeks ago, and we were just talking about how people underestimate the power of humans, the power of networking. There are places people will say, no, money, make money first. With money, you can do everything. I don't like to argue, but I will tell you that there are places your money will not necessarily give you access into. Maybe if you go in there, then you can showcase your money. But you need to even go in there first. It is the person you know, that network, that connection sometimes, that gives you that, helps you to open that door. And then when you're in, you can now begin to use your money to do whatever you want to do. But then how do you use your money when you don't get in the first place? I don't know if this is a perfect scenario, but yeah, connection is key. So that's still on number 1, advanced practice option. Second thing is, with 2 year masters, you're moving from your home country to a new land, to another man's country, to a country you're not used to. And if you're moving with your family, you're almost like you're starting afresh. 2 years, having a 2 years masters buys you enough time, not necessarily enough, but more time to settle in and understand the system. More time to get jobs and make more money and save more money. Yeah, because the more time you have, the more time you can go take some shift works, take some works, make some more money in pounds. Because if you're coming from a country like mine, the value of our naira, when we convert it to pounds, you begin to wonder, oh, all these millions is just this amount of pounds I can get. So, but when you now start working and earning in pounds, you have more time to do that and save up for your future visas or whatever plans you have in the future. It also gives you more time to enjoy the student freebies. There are lots of freebies and discounts that comes with being a student. Okay? For example, if you guys know how much council tax is, when I saw it the first time, like, hey, thank God I'm a student too. Students are exempted from council tax. So instead of being exempted for just 1 year, because when you start your graduate visa, you're no longer a student, so you'll be paying. Not a student, but as a student, I will not pay. So that's another reason I chose. That's another reason I chose the 2 years masters. I want to be a student for as long as I can be, while also making my money. Point number 3. When you have a 2-year master's program, I'll use my program for example, because I'm currently doing the 1-year option will cost you £15,000. £15,000. But if you choose to do the same course for 2 years, you're going to pay a total of £17,000. But then it means you're going to pay £8,500 per annum. £8,500 in the first year, £8,500 in the second year. Now let me bust your bubbles. Let me tell you the sweet part about this. So when you're trying to come in, you need not just your maintenance fee, you need to have your complete school fees. So instead of having 15,000 if you're coming for a 1-year course, you're going to end up having to pay just 8,500 for the first year. So the money you'll be needing in addition to your maintenance fee for school fees will not be £15,000, but 8,500 if you go by my particular scenario. The case study I just gave. Is it a case study? Whatever. The example I just gave using my own course. If you go by that, then you end up having to pay or have lesser money to pay for or to account for before coming over. I don't know if it's making some sense. There's this argument, most people when I talk about these 2 years, what they always come up with, but you have to pay 2 years immigration health surcharge. True. But me, I also looked at that. If you come and do 1-year master's program, when the 1-year master's program finishes, before you know it, the truth is, before you know it, 1 year is gone. I'm looking at when did I come to the UK? See how many months that has just like that, Before you know it, 1 year is gone, and you have to start applying for your 2 years post-study work visa, because sometimes it's so tight that you are not unable to even get the skilled job and convert straight to the skilled work visa, which will bring me to my next point. But what I'm trying to say is that before the school fees thing I'm talking about, before you talk about the immigration health surcharge, the IHS fee being higher, because you're coming for a 2-year course, you have to pay times 2 what somebody coming for a 1-year course will pay for. If you're coming for a 3-year course, times 3. I did a video about that. I'll put the link up and in the description box. But the point is that health surcharge fee, you're running away from paying because you don't want to do the 2 years option, so you don't want to pay times 2. You still pay health surcharge when you apply for your post-study work visa, the graduate visa, and it is even more expensive. For the normal student visa, the health surcharge per year is £470 if I remember correctly. But for this graduate visa, the post-study work visa, it is £624 per year. Yeah. The last but not the least is the better chances you have of getting skilled work visa without having to pass through the graduate visa route after you finish your 2 years master's program. I hope this okay. I don't know, you'll be wondering what I mean, but remember, you have had an opportunity of working in the UK, so you have the UK work experience. That's one. Secondly, you have met people, so you have the network. Thirdly, it's even possible that the place you did your placement has a graduate trainee program and they will retain you. Yes. There are people who accept placement opportunities where they were not being paid. At least I've heard a couple of stories, They didn't pay them, but by the time they were done, these employers decided to keep them and sponsor them to the skilled visa, which is far, 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 far better than the graduate visa. The graduate visa limits you a lot. There are a number of disadvantages to the graduate visa, but of course, it's also advantageous because you need it to push yourself in the system for longer, which is why I prefer. So we're looking for post-study work visa to be able to stay longer in the UK. So why not do a 2-year master's program and stay longer? Apart from the experience you gain from your placement option, there's this, especially when you resume in September. I advise that resuming in September is the best option. I did in one of the videos. I'll also put the link somewhere. But if you resume in September, which is like the best period to resume, it means that by, say, May of the next year, you're done with your coursework. So you have May. Hello? You need to listen attentively. This is a sweet point I want to drop here. You have from May, that's May when school ends, you have that period till September when the next semester, which is your second year, will resume, to make all the money you work to make in the world. You have ample time to raise your second year school fees, because with the kind of jobs students get here, on the average, I don't think you can earn anything less than £2,000 in a month. So you have like 4 months, that's about £8,000. And you're not paying everything at once. Of course, you have that worst case scenario. Within that 4 months, you've made 8,000. That's the worst case scenario. If you work full time, which you are expected to work full time because you're not in school. So 20 hours is just when school is in session. When school is out of session, you can work full time. So when you work full time, you will make close to 2,000 or more in a month. And then by the time you put it together, it will make some sense. And of course, you're not going to pay the money in bulk. Most schools have some kind of flexible plans. I've tried to justify why I chose this, and I have many more reasons to give, but these are the key points. But then there are courses that don't even have the 2 years master's option. So are these courses bad? No, capital No. No. But if you have the option and you can financially afford to fund it, by all means, I advise you pick the 2 years masters over the 1 year masters program. That's it. But then I don't just want to tell you do this because I did it. I wanted to tell you my reasons, and if these reasons are cogent enough for you, then by all means follow suit. Thank you once again for watching. To my returning subscribers, thank you. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.